Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Welcome to Corey and Frankie Podcast with your host, Corey and Frankie.
Yes.
Yes.
Rah, rah, rah. And the lights flash and the dusty smoke comes up.
Yep.
And
Dusty smoke.
Yeah, like from Dusty. And then he had all the smoke. Dusty the movie.
Yep.
We're in our 90s country, 80s and 90s country.
We are glam cow people, cow folk. That's what we are right now.
Glam cowgirl. Yeah.
And cowboy.
Glam cow folk.
We are glam cow folk right now. So
Them poor bulls was not looking glam.
them poor bulls.
Although some of them were kind of.
Yep.
They were nice looking.
They were some good looking bulls.
Mm-hmm. In case you didn't know, Frankie and Corey show and their fam
Hit the PBR.
went to the PBR the other night.
I'm pretty sure I could
So-
ride one for 8 seconds. I mean,
I
it didn't
could
look that
not.
hard.
No. And I said that from the beginning. Jack asked that question and I was like, I'm going to go 2 seconds, 3 seconds maybe.
Yeah. He's like, could you ride it for 8 seconds? And I'm thinking in my head, I count, their stopwatch is not the same as mine.
Oh, no, it goes slow kind of. It makes
Yeah,
you
8
feel like in the
seconds is a
moment, it's
long
like,
time.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said it and I've got that recorded that 8 seconds is a long time.
I'd like to be on record saying I have never complained or said that it was short.
I didn't say that you did. I was just helping maybe
Others.
others
Okay.
out there.
I got you. This is going to be a good episode for them.
No, theoretically.
Depends on which way you view this.
Woo.
So, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for following along on the journey. The past couple weeks, we've been getting a little deep, and we will continue down that path. But we wanted to kind of take a minute and
Lighten it up.
lighten it up we're just in that season to where as much as you want to just carry on, digging away, every now and then we have learned from experience that you need to take the win and just let something be light, carry the light load for a minute, enjoy it, and just everything does not always have to be so heavy.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and I promise it'll be waiting on you.
Life is
to come
always going to
back.
be heavy. You're going to
Coming
have
back for it,
heavy
You're going to.
always going to have
So
heavy.
every now and then, take a pause, listen to something funny, watch something funny, lighten your load intentionally. So, anyways, that's what we're going to do today. Then we'll dive right back into our stuff, in which, in my opinion, we haven't even really went super heavy.
Yeah, no,
But,
Frankie can get deep.
but anyways, but let's kick this off.
Let's do an icebreaker. I think we missed an icebreaker last
Probably.
week. So,
Probably. So,
what is your favorite holiday?
This is such a tough one, but I think I'm going to go cliche Christmas just because I love all parts of it. And there's just a magic that happens at Christmas that doesn't happen at the other holidays. They have good things. I like other holidays.
You this 2
but
weeks ago, you would have went Christmas still?
yeah, probably so.
Pre-Halloween?
Yeah, Halloween and Christmas really run pretty close together for me, but Christmas probably pulls slightly ahead just because
So God beats the devil.
we hate that mother trucker.
I got kicked out of church for saying F the devil. I thought we
I thought we
hated that mother
hated him.
trucker. That is the funniest thing.
No, Christmas and Halloween probably run really like tight. So, but Christmas probably just pulls ahead slightly.
So,
Because you know what takes it ahead? All the lights on the houses. We only have the skeletons at Halloween. We don't have the lights, but that will be changing soon because we got some new lights that we don't have to take down.
Yep.
We're going to see how this goes. We got the new, are they called Govee?
I think that's the company that makes them.
They're like lights for exterior lighting on your house. So we're hoping that this is going to be a 2-for-1.
So shout out to Ed. Well, Ed didn't give us the idea, but
Frankie gave us the
Frankie
idea about
gave us the idea
3
about
years
2
ago.
years ago, 3 years ago, for one of my coworkers.
he finally did it.
He did it, and I don't. He's like, I got new lights for my house. I'm gonna put them on. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, then he put it on Facebook, and
Yeah, so they're just the
he's
lights
got
that
the
you.
spotlights and all of it, and
He's
like
got a
they
whole bunch
dance
going
and they
on.
do
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, I
of
think
fun
ours
stuff.
will do that too.
Yeah.
But anyways, they came in, so I'm excited about that this week.
am too.
Hopefully we can carve out some time to put those up
Yeah,
soon, because they
we
can
shall
just
see.
the thing is that you can leave them up and just do clear for like all year round, but they've got the color option. You can kind of seasonally do them. You can.
I feel like
think
you're
they
off
link to your
topic because
phone.
I should
Anyways.
be saying what my.
Oh. Okay, well, that's just why Christmas takes over. And I love Santa.
Mm. I do dress up like Santa from time to time.
And I love him.
Just saying.
So there's
I
that.
play a really good bad Santa, Billy Bob Thornton.
I love good Santa.
Just saying. Anyways, Thanksgiving,
I knew what you were going to say.
hands down.
You love
Thanksgiving is
That's
Christmas
why I haven't
with
decorated
no
yet.
obligation of presents. It is just family
Just
and
hostess gift.
foods
Take a hostess gift.
and drink and
Mhm.
merry.
It's all the good things of all holidays, except it's a little cooler weather typically. You're
Mhm.
having some warm ones. But there is not the there's not the pressure of a gift like with birthday.
The pressure
or,
comes in for
or
the people
Mother's
that
Day,
I
the
expect to
Christmas,
make
yeah.
certain food items.
Yeah. Corey does not like anybody changing it up and
Well,
being like,
No, you can change
well,
it up.
I've made the deviled eggs for the past several years. And then they're like, I'm going to make them this year. Nope.
Well, but
Now, in the family group text, he's going to be like, yeah, awesome. Sounds good. Just know at home, he's like, why? Who said that? Who texted about this?
Yep.
Text your grandmother. Why are they making this?
I don't know if Lisa and Pierce have listened or do listen,
My
but
mom always made
Lisa better be having
Aunt Lisa better be bringing
that
her
potato or sweet potato casserole with the
Aunt
pecans on the
Kelly,
top.
You love her. She always usually does green beans.
Mhm.
And I think she's done mac and cheese, and you like all that.
Yep.
And then my mom always, which we can't get jam potatoes anymore. She's out.
Yeah.
She's eating Thanksgiving
She
with
tried
Jesus.
to steal my ranch potatoes.
But my mom always made like scallop potatoes or like
Yeah.
stewed potatoes, or she would make a hash brown casserole. Sometimes that was
Yep.
really good. My dad can mimic the hash brown casserole
Yeah.
like pretty spot on, but the stewed potatoes, like we'll just never get them again until we get to heaven.
Yeah.
Like none of us know how she did it.
I don't
We
know that-
kind of
I don't know that
tried,
she
but like
did.
I don't think she did. But there was
She just
something.
did it.
It was more about her cook time on the potatoes, I think. She like skated a fine line between mush and still having some firmness.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyways, but her
It
stewed
was like a
potatoes were
potato
really good.
that wasn't a potato soup, but was a potato
Yeah,
soup.
kind of. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
don't be changing it up. There's no reason.
jam
Ronnie's
potatoes
going
were
to
good.
fry turkey.
Yep, Uncle Ronnie's fried turkey.
Yep.
Nan's dressing and gravy,
Yep.
chicken and dumplings. And we could list off our whole family. Although,
Kristen has now got some staples. She's bringing that chicken gnocchi
Yeah.
soup, and she's locked that down.
JC is bringing the stuffed mushrooms,
JC's bringing the
which you
I
love
saw that-
those.
I saw that today, and I
You were
hadn't
pumped
commented
up.
on anybody else's stuff. But when I saw JC's message come across today, and it said sausage stuffed mushrooms, I said yes.
He is like pumped up. So, anyways, they probably do not want to hear about our family's Thanksgiving list food,
Or
but it is
Come
good.
on over.
We can, come on over. We'll,
you can bring your
Anyways.
dish because you're new,
yeah.
and if
Katie,
you make it good, don't not bring it back.
shout out to Katie Brown. She has told us for years that she couldn't cook good. And then, lo and behold, that girl can whip out some cornbread casserole that the
Yep.
whole family loves.
And I'm not a cornbread casserole
I know,
fan, but
and
she
it
did
is
do
good.
I like her 7-layer dip
Yeah.
too. It
Yeah.
ain't no cooking; it's just spreading. But
But everybody in our family has something that they can cook well. Amanda has some pies that she's gotten
Mhm.
down really good. Just our
Ron
whole family.
Ron can do the bread if he can get it by the dogs.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I know,
But one time his dog
ate the
ate all
rolls.
the rolls.
It's
Ate
the
the
funny
packet.
story,
It's the
though.
funnies. But anyways, Thanksgiving is your favorite. It always
is.
has been. But you like it because of there is a lot of good food, and it's just people are just comfortable, and it's
I
like good
used
food,
to
good family,
love-
good. We always
used-
craft.
I used to love Black Friday shopping, like the
Oh, I
real
know.
Black Friday shopping, like
Yeah.
you go and pay like $5 for the USA Today to get all the ads, or the
yeah.
Tennessean, and
The
get all the
Tennessean,
the
yeah.
ads in there.
Then
And
after the
nothing
Thanksgiving,
opened until like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And you were in line with all them Karens out there
At 3
and you were going to
a.m.
throat punch somebody for a $5 toaster that you don't need.
but it was $5.
And there was a $10 TV that had no features,
I know.
but it was 87 inches. And you were going to throat punch somebody for that. And like, you couldn't get that doorbuster like at 7.
No.
You had to be there at 6.
Yeah.
And then
OG Black Friday shopping was fun. And like after Thanksgiving food was over, we didn't always craft back then because that was like all the newspapers came out on top of the table and everybody was
we're
like
planning.
passing out coupons for like
We
ones
stood
that
around Toys R Us in Bellevue, like
Yeah.
all the way around the building.
to the Home Depot, if you know where that is located. Yeah, that was crazy good times.
Well, where the Goodwill is now used to
Yeah.
be the Toys R Us. And when
Yeah.
our kids were little, we
Yeah.
were in basically the door of Home Depot waiting in line, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was
That was good stuff.
It was good. It was good times. It was good times. We're gonna get into talking about some of this on the show, and so we'll save some of that. But yeah, Thanksgiving has always been your favorite,
It
and
is.
Thanksgiving is truly a good one.
It's a good one.
And so I don't start pulling any Christmas stuff out down
The
until
other,
about the week.
my
of
other
Christmas, but-
one that would be close would be 4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July is fun too. We celebrate probably at a Maximus level all the holidays.
hmm
There's not a holiday that gets past us without some kind of recognition.
Yeah, I love Flag Day in Canada.
Yeah. Flag Day in the U.S. is
Yeah.
in June.
I don't know what Flag Day is, but we celebrate it.
Memo, she always I was like, why are we, this is June. Why are you just, and she was like, it's Flag Day. Like, okay.
Yep.
So, anyways, that's your icebreaker question. Let's dig into
So what are we drinking?
what are we drinking these days? Well, I'm going to go ahead and steal it, but I'm about to be drinking all my bevies with Sonic Nugget Ice from our new ice maker.
You can have that one.
So that is, I'm super excited. I was not excited for us to have to buy a new ice maker, but I am excited that we do get to have the Sonic Ice. Nugget Ice, as it's called.
It's called Nugget Ice. We're going to try it. We'll see.
Corey is doubtful. He's not impressed thus far with the
Not impressed.
look of the machine.
No, and I'm not impressed with an ice maker. Period.
Well,
but
yeah. Well, they are kind of,
toxic.
they're not ideal. So
Not toxic and bad for your health. Toxic like in a bad relationship.
yeah, they're kind of needy appliances.
I don't have time for needy.
All right, what are you drinking?
So I'm drinking Rye 3
Okay.
rye whiskey tonight. Celebrating. It's been a big day. It's been a big week. It's been a hard last 2 days. But just work's been a lot, and getting this last project's been a lot. And we're also doing a wonderful customer project, and it's been 3
We have
degrees, and
about-
the garage heat's running wide open, and it's a
Yeah.
paint booth, and it's
Yeah, because winter showed up this week.
yeah, and so like
It was like 20 degrees.
it's been great, but it's like everything's come together, but it just has been daunting
Everything
at the end of the
has
week.
come together, and plans that we had made They didn't not go, but they've just
It's
had to
just been
alter
it's
on the
just been a
fly.
lot. So
Yeah.
we found this bottle in Savannah at the bottle shop. We've talked about it on
Is
another
this the
podcast.
Hungarian one?
This is the Hungarian oak.
Oh yeah, it's peppery. I was
Yeah.
surprised you liked it actually.
Yeah, it's
I like it.
it's a
but
stout drink. It's a good pour. But
takes a little. Only
It's
only
cold.
takes a little.
it's
Yeah.
cold in the booth today.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, seasonally, we like a they call them peppery because it's kind of like hot on the back end or whatever.
Mhm.
It's not like
Makes you
not like-
warm.
not like pepper hot, but just kind of fires you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like your bottom got peppered with
It's
a
a
BB
rye.
gun. Anyways, it's a rye. It is good, but those are always fun to drink if you're new to drinking any of those type beverages. Don't try some kind of hot pepper, a hot rye one that's like pretty stout in the middle of
off the bat.
summer,
Yeah.
right out of the bat. Like try it when it is cold outside, and like you come in and like a little goes a long way, and that's the best time to drink those, I think.
It is a good 2-finger pour for the night.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yep. So, all right.
What are you reading these days? You're still reading your book. I hear it all over the house.
Yeah, because I'm in like the final chapters. This book has been extra long, but I'm in the final chapters of it. And I have been reading the most incredible
Let me see your phone.
journal articles. Why?
Because I need to look up the name of my book.
Oh,
My phone's recording
okay.
there.
I've been looking up like some fantastic. I've been having to read some journal articles, which sounds not fun to read, but they've actually been really, really good. It's talking about mental health stuff. Is what I've been reading.
I'm not reading a journal article at least for a month.
Well, mine have just been. It's like about mental health, and so it's been really good. But I'm closing in on the last chapters of I didn't realize this last book was like forever long, but it is.
So my book that I have downloaded and am about to start listening to tomorrow is called Sex Talks.
Sex Talks. Okay. I like it.
So it is Vanessa Morin. That's the girl that I sent you.
The Pillow Talk podcast.
Yeah. Well, that's her and her husband's podcast.
Okay.
She's a therapist.
She's a psycho-sex therapist, right? Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible title. A psycho sex
Well,
therapist.
I meant, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'm using like some medical language.
I mean, when you say psycho,
I don't
thinking,
mean psycho like a crazy psycho girlfriend, but she's like a psychological
Yeah, she's an actual therapist,
sex
but
therapist.
she is in the field
Or she
of
does
relationships
probably sex
and
therapy. Yeah. Okay.
And so her and her husband, which is not a therapist, he's like me, just random, jokey, kind
I'm
of
not a therapist.
jovial guy, but like has nothing to do with
Yeah.
therapy. They have a podcast. It's called Pillow Talks. It's a really good podcast. They kind of hit a lot of like.
Well, they do specifically only talk about sex.
They do.
You've sent
They
me
do.
some stuff.
And some of their stuff is just like, and some of their stuff is pretty neat. But she did a podcast with Sean Ryan,
Mhm.
which is an ex-CIA, ex-Navy SEAL, and he kind of talks more
Yeah.
of like military type stuff. So when she
Mhm.
popped up on his, it was kind of strange because I listen to some Sean Ryan stuff from time to time.
Mhm.
And she kind of on that podcast, it's not a deep one, but she gets into
Kind
like
of was.
she gets into like some of the psychology behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And so this book, if you're familiar with the 5 love languages,
Mm-hmm.
then she kind of breaks sex down into the 5 love languages
Okay.
and kind of how to have conversations around it so you can deepen like what you like,
You can't see my eyebrows raising, probably because of all the
the Botox.
no, because I have a hat on. But
Say what you will.
but the eyebrows raised on your comment there. Dad joke.
Dad joke got deeper. That's what she said. But no, it's actually a really good podcast because it gets
Okay.
into like emotional connection of like where some people need sex to have connection, where some people need connection to have sex, and kind of break some of that stuff down. I just thought it was neat.
Okay.
So I'm going to dig deeper into that.
That's our psycho sex talk
Psycho sex talk.
from Corey and Frankie.
What are you wearing? Frankie, I'm going to go out on the limb on this. Frankie is wearing all thing comfy matching sets.
I am wearing another comfy matching set. This is still, actually, I've not ever changed from the gym. But this is a workout set. But it is.
But you will catch Frankie when she comes home from Sunday after church. We're going into like a waffle net.
Sunday after church, or if I get home actually and don't have to go straight into dinner, I'll put on a fun little set. But they're just like warm and cozy.
No, I know.
I love it.
If they made it in dudes, I'd wear them one too.
Well, they do make some, but
I'm just telling you.
we could twin.
We could twin.
But what am I wearing? What am I wearing these days? I am wearing Wrangler jeans.
Cowgirl glam.
No stretch, and they are amazing.
Sissy.
Oh yeah, your bud. Yeah, they
From
are
Urban
amazing.
Cowboy.
Yeah, I am really embracing this glam cowgirl, but truly, the Wrangler jeans, like, they do actually fit really well.
Mm-hmm.
They fit a mature body, where it's like, my waist is okay, but it's like your hips and it's like it's proportioned right.
Yeah,
So
I like your.
you like them too.
I like your
and
post-pregnancy hips and legs way better.
Corey's
than
like, I like them. I like them baby hips.
Yeah.
I also I'll do a twofer since we're coming up on Christmas season. And we've already talked about I've been wearing the Missing Person by the Fleur or whatever.
Oh, yeah, you're wearing daddy issues.
I'm wearing, it's called Father Figure.
Oh.
You call it daddy issues, but it smells amazing.
No offense.
So if you need to get your teenage daughters or your girlfriend or your wife.
I wouldn't get your teenage daughters any of it.
But sometimes people buy their teenagers, or like they're kind of younger, but they're starting to do colognes and perfumes. They buy them some of the cheap stuff that's like, it gives you a headache. It's like, don't buy them that. Just buy them something good that you don't mind smelling. And just buy them a smaller bottle of it.
I'm going to buy them some stench. Keep the boys away.
That I was going to say, the Fleur.
The what?
Fleur.
Fleur.
I don't know how you say it. PHLUR. Missing Person and Father Figure are amazing smells.
I feel like that's been on one of Sophie's true crime podcasts. Missing Person, Father Figure, and Fleur. I feel like are all the titles of Sophie's true crime podcast.
Maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm wearing, and I love it with my Wranglers on.
Okay.
What are you wearing? You've been wearing Wrangler jeans and pants too.
I love the Wrangler jeans too. Ain't gonna lie. Love them.
They fit them baby making hips on a daddy.
Yeah, that's right. They sure do.
You got them baby making hips, Corey?
Season.
Oh, you are in Carhartt season.
As it's cold, and as I travel up north, it's going to be even colder. So.
Oh yeah, because you got a new. I guess technically we got it this year, just in like January.
Yeah, I got my new Carhartt
But you
pleated,
got a puffer.
Is it puffer? Or is it quilted, stitched, or something?
It's a puffer coat, but it's the thin.
Yeah, because I don't love a big coat.
But it had like still a really good warm rating because you were having to be in Maine,
and it was waterproof.
And it's waterproof, so it can kind of get you a little bit of rain jacket if it's not just a downpour. But I forgot about that. You have really, really liked that. Another day when it was 20, it's like, okay, well, I guess we're going to go bust straight into the big coats.
I'm super hot-blooded, so I can't have a big, thick coat.
Yeah,
so.
And you like their thin quilted vest.
Yeah.
The puffer vest. Carhartt makes some good men's stuff. Like, they've got the thicker ones that like puff out, but you don't love those always. I'm sorry. You don't love those because
Carhartt's got like the traditional work style, but they've also got a pretty good like casual line.
Mm-hmm.
or like even I wear them to meetings and stuff sometimes
Mhm.
too. So they're
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
Okay, so you're wearing Carhartt.
Yep,
There
wearing
you go.
Carhartt.
Well, we're just a cowboy family.
All right, we got to make this quick so we can get into it. What are you watching?
Honestly, I've not been watching any TV, really.
That's not true. You've been watching that show. Every time I see you, you're watching that same show. What is it?
Murders in the Building. Yeah, but these last
It's not-
seasons have not been
yeah.
as good as the first seasons. It hasn't dug me in. So, like, I really, truly haven't been paying
Background
attention.
noise.
Like, I guess I've had it on a couple times for background noise.
I've been watching all things stand-up comics here lately. Like I've
Oh,
been,
you have been.
I have been loving some stand-up comic specials here lately.
I did watch a Theo Vaughn one with you the other day.
'cause
That
I just
was
wanna-
funny, and it should not have been, but it was.
Oh yeah, it is. And I love some crude humor. I'm sorry if that offends somebody, but like if we haven't offended you by now,
I can only go so
you-
far with the crude humor, and then I'm like,
yeah. Now don't make any jokes about God, but that's pretty much the only
Well, there was
regulation
one
I
guy
got.
you were watching the other night, and I wasn't fully paying attention, and then you're like, "Are you paying attention?" And then I honed in, and then I was like, "What the heck?" And so I'm not down with all of it, but
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it, but I will laugh at it.
double standard. That's a double standard right there.
All right. So let's get into the holidays.
Okay. Yep. So today's episode is all about holidays and navigating them. Like, this seems like such a simple topic to talk about.
But it
And actually, there's
It
quite a
ca-
bit to unpack.
it can be. I mean, because we like we all love all of our family, but sometimes it's like when you get everybody and everybody's personality into a room, like it can cause anxiety, but it usually turns out great.
Yes. I also think it's more than that. It is when we talked about what we were going to talk about for making a lighter, smaller one, then we discussed it's more though about the pre-anxiety.
Yeah.
Like not the actual event.
Yep.
We host a ton of family events, and we always hope that everybody feels welcome. That is my number one top agenda.
I always cook
But-
too much.
Corey always cooks too much because I've told him that's plenty. It's all going to be fine. And then he's just so paranoid
My pre-anxiety is like we're
that
going to
he's
run
going to
out
run
of food.
food. And I'm pretty sure we've never truly ran out of food.
One time.
One time it got close, but like nobody even.
Well, me and one other person
Cared.
didn't get to eat. We cared
Yeah, but
because we ate last.
y'all kind of cared. Y'all both said like you weren't starving. You had munched on a couple little things,
Yeah.
but it would have been nice to have gotten to eat. But like it was,
Loaves and fishes.
yeah. And a lot of times it is loaves and fishes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We ate a sandwich.
No, I just mean like, I'm just like, I don't know where all this food came from because I didn't put this much out. We fed this many people for so long. Like I do not know how we
Yeah.
have leftovers left, but we do. So no, we were just talking about like how we got to, and not even so much the anxiety. That's going deep. It's just like, how do you decide? How do you navigate these seasons when you're early marriage, or what you're going to do for Christmas,
Try to
or
tell me how I'm going to navigate it this year, and we're about almost 20 in.
well, I just mean like whenever you're a new couple, or like for us, for instance, our seasons are starting to look
Yeah, they're different.
different.
Mhm.
So we just thought we would talk about, how we'll probably refer back to the measuring stick episode.
Yeah.
And that would be my advice for a good place for you to start on
Yeah.
just like, how do we define what's important to us on this holiday?
I think that is the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what is important to you out of that holiday. Not like overall, but if you could only choose one thing that's important to you. When we do design work and go in and we talk to customers,
We talk about
Frankie,
non-negotiables.
I feel like coined the phrase non-negotiables, and it started with
I don't
Frankie.
think I coined that phrase.
Well, but like in the way that we use it,
yeah.
Frankie is a hater of all things car lot and buying a vehicle. And it got to the point where she would get such anxiety. Like it come to like, these are my non-negotiables. I do not care what you bring me home as long as it has this, this, and this. That's all I want.
Yeah.
And so we've taken that word and put it into what's our non-negotiables.
Yeah,
And we had
and-
communication about non-negotiables for Halloween this year, and we did not meet one of them, and we had
Yeah.
to reset and make it happen.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes even with your non-negotiables, when you work from that, you'll still swing for something and you may miss.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's guaranteed. And I've learned that through myself and even through others, getting design and work with them, that even though this is what you said and we've worked from this and we've chosen this one thing, then in actual reality, when all things happen, it can still sometimes miss.
But super easy.
But-
How long did we take before we just labeled like,
Yeah.
hey, I just really want to get this out
Yeah.
of that?
So I say, for
You
no
know,
matter what stage you're in,
you didn't answer my question.
what did you ask?
I asked, how long did it take us to
Oh.
realize,
Oh,
like just by communicating that
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing,
years and years.
like this is all I want out of it. And there would be a couple years that we just, like I may not say it or you may not say it, and we'd almost be mad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are you mad?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because
Yeah, years
I
and
just
years
wanted
of
to
it.
do this.
And that's, I just had this talk with we weren't like talking about it all the way, but with your mom. And she was laughing. She said, well, it's a good thing you have girls, Frankie. They always do the mother side of the stuff. And sometimes that does, statistically there, like it does kind of flow a little bit that way. And the guy kind of, but that doesn't mean it has to be that way. And
Yeah.
luckily for us, not only as we have navigated through this with our marriage and ourselves, our families have also, we both have good families that
Mhm.
are very, very accommodating and very, even more so than accommodating, more accepting, I guess would be the better word that I want to use for,
They can
like
pivot.
for changes and pivoting. And that makes all of it so much easier and nicer, because unfortunately there are a lot of people who don't have great relationships with their spouses' families.
Mhm.
And even the ones that have a good relationship with them, it doesn't mean that like you're never gonna have an unintentional hurt feeling or something, because
Yeah.
the holidays are just like really, expectations are really, really high.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're trying to say and get to, is define what those expectations are and then define what level they are, because everything can't be an expectation level 10. And it's like, okay, well, I have a top 10 list that all are going to be at expectation level 10. It's like, no.
They can be. You're just setting yourself up for failure.
We have, after lots of work, realized that it's like you can have
Let us save you thousands.
have a top 3
Yeah.
priority list, but now only one of them can set in the number 1 spot.
That's right.
And then you can have 2 others that are kind of simultaneous, but like those are your top 3. And then the top 1 needs to have an expectation level of like a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then they need to come down accordingly to that. And I've had lots of talks with the girls this year. It's been one of those years of where it's like everything can't be a priority.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a bad thing to want to do a lot of things, but everything can't sit in the priority driver's seat. Like, it just can't. You can't do all those things.
Yeah. It's not realistic.
And so holidays falls into that as well, especially with Christmas, Thanksgiving. And this can go on all of them. Like, what are your Easter expectations? What's your Flag Day expectations?
Yeah.
It could be at a level 10 for somebody. Most of us, it's probably ringing in at like a 0.01.
If our friends listen to this,
But
I expect next 4th of July to do a canoe trip and a gathering
All on the same day.
all on the same day because we tried that once.
We have. I think we've tried it twice.
Yeah.
But
Third time's charm. We won't ever do that
but
again.
yeah. But that's just it. I think a lot of times we see something in our mind and we think, oh, we can do this. And then you don't get to enjoy any of it.
Yeah.
As well as we think that we can't change anything because if we change what we're doing, it's going to upset somebody else, or we're like, well, we just can't change it. This is just how it's always been. It's like, well, go back and revisit the measuring stick and let's whip this out and see if it applies.
Yep.
And sometimes, stuff may have changed and you didn't even realize it, that you were working so hard to make something happen a certain way that you really don't want it to happen that way anymore.
Well, and maybe it was like you sometimes we strive to keep things a certain way and we don't even love them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was meaning. It's like you really at the end of the day are like, why am I even do this? I don't even care about this anymore. Like, I really want this over here.
Right.
So, but holidays, that can just be stressful on that. And I also would like to go on here and say with all of the, like, I'm an extra person. We, on record, my name is Frankie Shantae Fitzgerald Oakley, and I am extra. But
all 4 government names.
All 4. And I live in an extra family. Like, we're kind of all extra. So
it'd be easier if y'all are all extra in the same direction.
Yeah, that would. But no, I just say, I guess what I'm going to land the plane here on is social medias. And around the holidays, social medias it really just depends on what lens you want to look at this through. I deem that social media of any of their platforms are helpful. Helpful for they hear me talking in conversations that I'm having at the grocery store or at the hair place or about a present or a gift, and like I didn't ask what it was and I'm trying to remember and it heard it and it pops it up on my algorithm. I'm like, hey, yeah, I was looking for that.
Or I hate that on your phone.
I like it. It helps me. But I wasn't always in this. I didn't always sit in this chair. Like, as in, our life, we live a blessed life and we have achieved good things that we wanted and worked hard for. But I wasn't always here. And so I really hope that people are able to, no matter what your season is, let the magic of the holidays be just that. Let it be your magic of the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And not try to recreate someone else's. It can inspire you and you can be like, oh, I have something similar to that. Or listening to that made me think of this.
Yep.
But don't discount your magic.
Absolutely.
Because other people looking in are going to notice your magic immediately.
Yep.
We tend to have our magic is invisible to ourselves. Other people can see it, but it's invisible to us.
So are our flaws.
So, yeah.
I mean, I can tell you where your where your magic and your flaws are.
Yeah.
I don't have any flaws and I only have magic.
Yeah.
But I can label both of yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying.
So, but, I guess I'm just thinking about this in our last podcast on as the mom and seeing all the stuff and all the Christmas trees and there's a whole bunch of people that are, they're like, you don't have to go buy the new Christmas tree. Just use the one you've got. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I also think if you really like that new Christmas tree and want the new Christmas tree and can afford to buy the new Christmas tree, by all means, go and buy it.
What's afforded?
Who cares?
Just go buy it.
But We're trying to be.
I laughingly say that,
But-
but sometimes just go by it. Like, I mean, like, I love Dave Ramsey, but sometimes F Dave Ramsey. But sometimes you just got to do it. Like, you can't take it with you. I mean, do it with some responsibility, but
I definitely encourage people to do it with responsibility, but
I'm going to replay that for you. Anyways,
but I'm just
if
saying.
you want a gut check on what Frankie's saying, and I think I can like testify to that because Frankie is extra in all things. So we have to do what we're thankful for. I'm surprised you haven't brought that into the November podcast, like
I
making us.
haven't brought it yet. I was going to bring that up.
Oh, was you? Look, great minds
Yes.
think alike. But anyways, at the end of the year or at the end of the holidays, when we do New Year's, Frankie always asks the girls what their favorite part is.
Your top 5 from the year.
Yeah. And you would, like, I don't care what you do for your kids or your family. When the top 5 comes, those things that you think and have predetermined, and probably what you've spent the most on, will never make it. Or they'll be at like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It seems to be the things that we didn't put any time, any effort, or
We deem
sometimes
it seemed insignificant to us.
sometimes it's when all shit fell apart and the kids are like, I love that.
Yeah. There have been several of those.
There's one every year.
Yeah. Well, and
So that's where I think
that's where it is.
I
Just
think
be
that's
your own
what you're
magic.
saying. Like, be your own magic. Because, like, in full transparency, like, I know everybody thinks you get everything that you want. You're always like, you get your way, and you do.
Oh,
But
you're talking to me.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
But like, we started this whole thing out of, we can't afford any of the stuff that we want. And I don't
What
know
are you
this,
talking about?
the steel can-
Oakley House
like
Design.
furniture, like
yeah.
decor.
Yeah.
And like, we just went to like figuring out, well, hey, I like those table legs, and that table's on Marketplace for $50, and we could just take the legs off and paint them and put a
Yeah.
different top on it and make it what we want, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the biggest things that we've got into blow molds with Andy and Jessica, like, it's been really funny. So anytime somebody sees a cool blow mold, we send it, and they're like, some of them are super expensive. Like, I would love to find the one that Chevy Chase kicked across the yard, but those are like
Yeah.
highly sought after. But like, I think the viral thing in social media is so much on marketing. Like, it plays so much on our internal thing. And we're talking about marketing, and I was listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson this week, and he was talking about like some of the things that makes
Your algorithm is confused.
yeah, I'm everywhere. And so I'm listening to him, but he's on Theo Vaughn, so that's where I'm
Okay.
listening to him. But he talks about marketing to where I can look you in the eye and I can tell you something that is not factual.
Mhm.
And then I can show you a graph showing you real
the stats.
data.
Uh-huh.
And I can look back and double down on it and look you in the eye and tell you, and you will believe me.
Yeah.
You can't look at the chart and do it. So, like, they have figured out how to play off your emotions in
Yeah.
marketing, and they make you think that you
Well,
need
so
that.
what was your point with you said you were telling them, I get everything I want and I'm extra. But
that we
what-
figured this out by doing the reused and repurposing, and
oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of times on your stories, it's like, hey, go buy this $5 roll of this, and
Yeah.
you can do all this stuff. Like we
Well, yeah, but
very
then some
much
of
like
it,
have built the company around. It's like, we ask people, it's like, what is your budget? And they're like, oh, well, I don't got a budget. Well, give us a budget, because
Mhm.
sometimes, like, when we give you the price when you build everything from scratch, like, you don't want to do that.
Mhm.
Nobody should want to do that.
yeah.
And then sometimes, like, we can get creative and really make some things work for you if you understand what we're
Yeah.
doing. So,
Well,
like, let yourself be open
but
to
then
some
there's
of that.
also been moments of where we've just bought the thing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to be really good and not, but then you just need a win.
Yeah.
And I mean, retail therapy is a thing. And
Sometimes you need a win.
and sometimes you just need that win. So I've just been seeing all kinds of like there's just two mega groups, and it's like the haters of the like they have also made a video.
I'm gonna put my
But it's
tinfoil
like-
hat on. It's the division. They're coming. They're trying to
Yeah,
divide us.
it's just like the ones, and they have also made a video, but they're just like, you know, you don't have to go buy this and do blah blah blah, and don't watch all the videos of all them. I'm like, well, you have also made a video. So, but anyways, but their content's not bad. It's just
Right.
it's trying to encourage people to like, you don't have to get caught up in that just because Home Depot has put out a new Grand Duchess 3200 like tree, and last year's with a 3000 like, so I need to go buy this one. Like, I maybe, and then sell the other one so somebody can like, you know, keep it going here. But anyways, I was just saying, like, just choose your lane, and there's not a wrong answer.
Yeah,
And so there's not a wrong answer. And so when that comes to your marriage, then it's okay to, the other person needs to sometimes have their magic highlighted and like, hey, you are doing this. You did this. Like you know, or I was talking to somebody today, and, you know, he was at home with their kids, and I guess he asked, like, you know, what can I do to help you? And she was like, help me with Christmas presents. Like, send me some ideas. And so, like, and I just so got that as a mom. Not that dads, like, I'm not trying to harp on the dads that y'all just are like show up and are like, what do we get you? But sometimes it can be that way. And we have lived that.
Yeah.
Like where you,
and then I've been a
and
little
you
upset.
have
It's
said,
like, are you kidding me?
well, you've been upset,
just
but then
kidding.
you've also been upset with yourself.
Yeah.
And like, and we're again trying to keep this light, but there are those seasons of where, like, when were you going to help me pick some stuff? Like, you were so busy, and it was doing so much that luckily you supported us in that way. And it was a team effort here.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but there are those years of where it's like you're finding out what you got them for Christmas at the same time they're finding out.
Yeah.
And so, and that's okay too, but you have to talk about that and define it. And, you know, don't do well, we've never done this, but I guess a lot of people do. And they're like, don't get me anything.
I could be
And
okay
I'm
with that.
like-
Well, I take that back.
That's a lie. You could
yeah.
not.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I could, but I don't know that I can. I want something.
And it's just like, I was telling somebody also this week about, they were talking about Christmas games, and they're like, well, I guess we'll do Dirty Santa again.
I like so much more. I love Dirty Santa.
I love Dirty Santa too, but I told them about Brown Elephant Santa.
Yeah.
Where it's
Brown
like,
Elephant's
you know, you
the
can,
jam.
Brown Elephant is a game we learned about last year. And we plan on doing it this year, hopefully even more than once. And it's where the gift can be anything from new to used, but you just can't have purchased it new for the game.
Yeah.
Like if it was new, maybe you did buy it new, but it was something that didn't fit you, or it was something you bought on sale and you couldn't return it.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's a new item.
or it's
it could
just
be,
a
or it could be
present
totally
that you got.
used, or it's a re-gift.
Yeah.
Or it is, I didn't know we were going to play this game, and
I have had my brown elephant present since February.
You have had your brown elephant. You've been so excited.
I have literally something brand new in the cellophane wrapper from 1988.
I don't even know what it is, but so
I cannot
these are
wait. And the kids, when they open it, aren't even going to know. Like, it is computer related.
okay.
And the kids, when they open it, aren't even going to know what it is.
So, but just be fun with it. But back to, that's a side note. But
No,
back
it's
to,
fun.
don't be the people who say, don't get me something, and if you're not both on that same measuring stick there, that's going to go bad. We've learned that.
Yeah.
But also, talk about, I guess it's this really should have piggybacked right after the measuring stick one, because it just really goes back to, what are you defining your measurements at? Like, what do you want out of this?
Well, I think that's a great way to look at it. I also think that it's also as simple as, like, I don't remember. We could have, and I just don't remember talking about, like, hey, the holidays are coming up. What
do we want to get out of this?
What do we want to get out of this?
I know this is still new to us too. We've learned
more than
this.
Like sending me presents, or because I'm a note taker on presents. Like,
Corey's a great gift giver.
I'm like somebody. But I feel like in the last couple of years I've really let that slide. You're kind of easy with gifts because there are some like staples that I know that like I can get you that.
Yeah, like this is always going to work.
Yeah, it's gonna
Shoes,
hit. Yeah,
purse.
But like,
yeah,
I don't know that other
really
than
ones.
Like labeling presents, we've ever sat down. It's like and even as we're doing this podcast, I don't know that we've labeled it for this year.
I think we have not had our talk for this year. I think in the past 2 years we have, in a roundabout way, we probably didn't do a good job of like, hey, this is the measuring stick for this challenge. This is the rubric.
Well, I think we had to because of therapy, because we lost your mom. So like, what is this going to look like?
In the past, when that happened, then everything moving forward kind of shifts. But that's kind of one of those, so losing the loved one sucks. And that sucks really bad.
Yep.
Like, that part of death and losing somebody is really crappy.
And this time of year is really hard.
Yes, it can be. However, everything that comes out of the loved one's death is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I have learned that. And I think you just don't know that until you've experienced it. But I wish I could have even had the seed of thought planted inside me.
Where you could look for something.
To where I was like looking for that, and I didn't know I could measure it that way. Mm-hmm. I just thought everything about losing your mom young just means everything's bad, and you're sad and you're crazy, and just everything from here on out, like you're just labeled as like, hi, my name is Frankie and my mom's dead. Like, but that's how it feels. Yeah. And you feel like that's how your life is about to look. And there are parts of it that are that way, but I think parts of it are actually really good that are not talked about enough, such as, that seasons and holidays can be hard,
mm-hmm.
but it also makes you define, but what do I want to look for and get out of this? Because I know that it's going to be hard.
Right.
And I know that this person is gone. We also have family. And again, as an extra family, we were extra in that way too. I mean, you're not going to one-up us on losing somebody close to you and show up more than we do.
Yeah.
So, but that, it was not last year at Thanksgiving, actually. We usually do crafts, and that's another thing. Like, if you are a person who wants to do crafts or game, talk about it. Tell your people, tell yourself, be honest with yourself, measure it that way. Like, this is important to me. But we do crafts after Thanksgiving typically, and all the women, all the guys, kind of, y'all get to lounge and not have the starry eyes, I guess, looking at you for wanting to lounge and nap. But anyways, we craft, and that it was not so much the whole Thanksgiving season and holiday that made me miss my mom, but it was just in the moment of everybody doing their crafts. And I had one particular person whom I love dearly, and she gets all tore up real easy. I'm not going to oust her, but she gets real tore up kind of easy. And she's a little bit of a perfectionist, and my mom was that way. And so her snarky, edging on bad attitude towards the craft is what that was the trigger for like making me miss my mom, was more than that, and it was all good.
Yeah.
So, but you and I had a conversation prior. I don't even know if you remember it, and you were like, what are you looking for this day? Like, I know you're going to miss her and it's going to catch you in a weird moment, but like, what are you looking for this day? And I don't remember what my answer was to you. And I was like, I just think that I'm looking for just family together time. And it's been a couple more years now. We're not on the initial one. And so I'm just looking for that it's just a gentler day or whatever. But I just remember after the fact that it's like, I was measuring that according to an old stick still, because I hadn't changed it. And so like this year I will, look for it differently. But I think that is definitely something that was positive that came out of death. But I don't know. It makes you, think. And holidays also on fun times, well then it also is like, what do you want to get out of this? But also like, how much of yourself do you want to get being a contributor to this? And how much of this activity or said holiday do you want to be a consumer of this? And that's a big one. And I think that I know for me as an extra all in the mom, I tend to go down heavy on the I need to be the contributor, when really there are times and moments when I should just be like, you know what? I just want to get to be a consumer and just get to, I don't have to plan. I don't have to do all this. And I think that you need to have a balance.
I consume.
Yeah, you do.
I contribute too, though.
You do contribute. But I think that's just a part of the measuring stick.
So, like, if we're going to make this light, what?
I know. We keep saying light, and then it's like every topic is potentially heavy.
So, what are some of your favorite holiday memories? Like, if we're going to label, like Halloween, I know was a big thing with your family because you were down there on Main Street and everybody was coming through. It was just big
family time.
But like, what are some of your Christmas memories?
Christmas memories? So Christmas memories for me were, we always on Christmas Eve went to my grandmother, my mom's mom, my nan. We went to her parents' house actually when I was younger, which is where Ron and Katie live now. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of cool. A couple years ago,
that was a throwback.
We so our family, also was getting to, we rotate when they passed, and it went to my grandmother Nan. Well, then it at some point started like it was her house, my mom's house, and then my two aunts' house, and it kind of rotated. And then as a person who loves hosting, and my mom hated hosting, then we
kind of stole that.
We kind of stole it. She kind of forcefully gave, but I was super excited and willing to accept. But anyway, so it kind of rotated. But before then, we would always go to my grandparents' house, my great grandparents' house in Jayville, and we had Christmas Eve there. We would like exchange gifts. Not anything just crazy.
Right.
But my favorite,
I
think maybe we would kind of change it up. We would draw names sometimes. I was a kid. So as a kid, you're always going to score. So like you're always going to come out with something.
I get that.
So, I got a life-size Barbie down there one time, and that was just awesome. But, no, my favorite memory, all that to say, because New Johnsonville is just like one town over from us. So it was like not a long drive, but like 30 minutes from where we lived, was we would listen to the radio, which now is kind of a thing of the past. And the radio stations on Christmas Eve would all have, like, in their breaks, they would have the big kind of chit chats of "Where's Santa?"
Mm-hmm.
And so we would always tune into, I don't even know which radio station it was now, but we would listen and they would give the Santa report on the radio of where Santa was, where he was getting to, had he been spotted, like in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just remember that like, I was just like giddy by the time we got home. Like, we needed to sling those cookies out, or at my house, because it was usually always finger food style and you just bring your best of. So I am a finger food party hostess. That's my favorite menu to do. But
It is.
my grandmother makes amazing chocolate pies, and so we would always bring home leftovers of that. And Santa always wanted the leftover chocolate pie.
That dang guy.
That has been funny. We've had conversations about that, and because one year we have left Nan's, we have said leftover pie, and we're asking the girls, like, what do you want to put out for Santa? And I said, what if we left Santa some pie? And the girls are like smiling and looking at me. They're little, they don't know. And Corey says, Santa doesn't eat pie. Like, serious. I was like, yeah, Santa likes all sweets. And you were like, Santa only eats cookies. He does not eat leftover pie. You just killed you killed my Christmas memory.
Because your Santa nowadays don't want pie. He wants cookies.
So
hope no kids are listening to this.
But
anyway,
Santa likes pie and cookies. But anyway,
chess pie.
Listening on the radio for Santa would be in one of my top Christmas memories. That was like super fun for me.
All the things that your parents have planned and processed through, your favorite thing was listening to the radio on the drive over to your great grandparents.
Yes, that was one of my favorite Christmas memories.
So I think we're doubling down on your point, right?
Yeah.
You know, that
it's your own magic.
Yeah, it's your own magic. And
I think my number two.
You're being stingy because I ain't even got to tell one.
You can tell yours next. My number two Christmas memory is, I guess I'm trying to triple down on this, is that so mine and JC's bedrooms, this was long before Jack came along, were upstairs. Santa left all the presents in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
You've been to my parents' house, so like, you know the flow. So their bedroom was downstairs and we'd have to go around. So my second favorite memory of all time forever Christmas was waking up, because you wake up crazy early and you would be like, you wake up in your bed and then it's like, okay, well, we're not allowed to get up for 2 hours because it's 3 a.m. and we can't even get up any earlier than 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you finally wait all your minutes out, and I would go get JC up, or she would be, wait till we'd like together, and we would go down the stairs, and it was like that first peek at like what Santa's brought. Like, you can't even tell exactly all the way because you can't see it all, but it was just that feeling of like he came.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would like come sneaking down the stairs, and then we would like run past the living room, like trying to not look, and go to wake our parents up, and then we would come back. And so like, I think that for me, like with the girls and for just the Christmas spirit moment was just that, like, he came.
Right.
He showed up, because the stocking was my favorite part, which is what I probably put a lot into for hours. I love a good stocking.
You do put a lot into the stocking.
Yeah.
And I think
on the measuring stick, like, those are important to me.
They're very much so, which means we have to all put a lot into stockings.
Yeah.
But
Maurice experienced
my
a
favorite,
awesome stocking, and then I got some candy canes and a.
yeah, I didn't know it was a thing because we didn't communicate.
We didn't. We didn't.
We do know better now. I promise you, we know better now.
We do, and I always have a couple fail safes, and I'm like, I have some extra stuff for my stockings if you need to put this in mine.
I don't. I actually shop for the stocking first. Now
I do too.
like
Stockings
the
are
stocking is the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And I bought us a payment for a Jeep one year and like stocking steel.
big.
But my favorite, one of my favorite, or some of my favorite, like they're combined into like a situation, right? So my parents had a close group of friends. Like we call it the tribe.
Yeah.
But they had a close group of friends. And I don't even know if there were presents involved in that. Maybe we played Dirty Santa, maybe we didn't.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the presents, but they would get together and they would have adult fun time and like we would have like a sleepover around Christmas, and it was just a big
Big family sleepover.
family friend, like it just a big sleepover, and we would like ride 4-wheelers or like whatever we did back in the 90s, 80s and 90s, and just hang out and have a blast. And I don't remember the presents.
Did y'all sleep over though at somebody's house?
Yeah.
Was there enough bedrooms for everybody?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think that we probably needed to stay there because I was.
I got you.
Yep. So, because it was a good time. I mean, it just what it was. But as for us, you're talking about the things that the radio notifications of where Santa is. One of my favorite things to do is to turn on the NORAD Santa tracker.
Yeah.
At the house and let it play.
You have done that at Christmas. Any Christmas Eve that we're ever at. Sometimes it's usually always at my nan's, but sometimes we do nan's and other things too. And you always turn that on for the kids.
Yeah, I turned the Santa tracker on for the kids. Funny thing, it started because a Sears Black Friday, whatever it wasn't a Black Friday, but it was a Christmas ad. Said that you could call Santa on this number, and it was in Colorado, and they accidentally give them the NORAD bunker of like the Cold War era, the NORAD control center number because of a typo.
Yeah.
And so there started to be all of a sudden this red phone started ringing that nobody was supposed to know the number to.
Yeah.
And then there's all these kids on there asking where Santa's at, and they figure out what had happened. And one of these generals starts like telling them where Santa's at.
Yeah.
And it
That's
turned
like a sweet story.
It turned into that's where the NORAD Santa tracker came from. And so now there's a website that
but did y'all turn on the Santa tracker?
Back then, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about it.
Oh,
like my memory as a kid was just the group hanging out.
Okay.
But we've done that every year. But our kids, when they like sleep together the night and they get to giggling and they go to bed and then they wake up at like midnight and get to giggling and laughing, and we will wake up
hearing them
giggle. And we'll not go get them because they're not allowed to come get us before a certain time.
Yeah, I think 5 or something is like our time too.
Yeah,
5 or
like
6,
four,
maybe.
4 or 5. It's early in the morning. And they'll get to giggling. And when that alarm clock goes off, because they've set an alarm for it.
And then you hear all the shushing.
Yeah, they're like, shh, shh, shh. And they still do it.
Yeah, they do still do it. And we're actually already awake because we're excited too.
Yeah, we're excited. I'm too excited to sleep.
Yeah. That is a fun memory.
You know, but the things that we all remember are the things that doesn't cost.
And well, my favorite, off track of Christmas, my favorite holiday for outfit attire is Thanksgiving. because it's a good fall winter outfit. It's not like hot and summery like the swimsuit stuff. I'm being serious. I've always like Thanksgiving's like a
swimsuit. And what family events you
at
wearing your swimsuits?
4th of July.
Well, yeah.
That's when I wear my bikini that has your face all over it.
And
it's like red, white, and blue. So it's
that is
it's
when you wear that.
I surprised you with it.
You did.
At a 4th of July event.
You did.
But I was just saying there are other, and to add to that, well, then it was like, it wasn't a bought thing per se. I mean,
yeah. So,
but styling up and everything.
To like keep it light, like talk about what you expect for the holidays.
Yeah. My expectations for holidays now, because we do not have littles anymore right now.
No.
One day, long time from now, we will be in a different little season. Because they won't be our littles. They'll be, our kids' little. But I think our expectations have changed now because, before it's like they're overstimulated, they're tired, they're, you can't always do all the things. Now that they're older, it's kind of swapped a little bit, and they, we can go and experience a few more of those type of things. But I think my expectations now still are a little bit the same in that it's just slow down and enjoy the moment of it. And to, and I tell them all the time, like with their high school experience, I'm like, have your High School Musical moment.
Yeah.
But this year, or last year actually, we applied it, and I was like, I want to have my Hallmark moment and Hallmark Sunday. And we will do that again this year, a Hallmark Sunday day. I don't know that we'll do the same thing. Last year we went ice skating.
Yep.
And it was great. Jack, the girl, like we left church immediately and went to
I hope we don't ice skate again.
Opryland.
Yeah.
And went ice skating, and it was like it was cold, but it was pretty. And we all had on like our cute little outfits, and we had a Hallmark Sunday. But it was like, it made my holiday, my Christmas holiday. And so, and we do that for Thanksgiving. We have, for the past couple years, we have a favorites day, and we have a Tribesgiving, and we'll have Thanksgiving with our tribe, and
we don't do any Thanksgiving food for that.
Yeah, we don't typically do Thanksgiving food for that, and we have like our Thanksgiving with my nan, and then we usually have Thanksgiving. We kind of do like big dessert Thanksgiving with your parents because they used to live far away from us, and we would have Thanksgiving at my nan's, and then we would drive to them and have some, and then we would do Black Friday shopping, and they would keep the girls, and that was just we'd spend the weekend up there. And but now they live closer, but so we end up doing dessert, or they've come to ours now as things change, or we've done both. But I love usually when we get to go to their house, because all the hard part is done for most everybody. Everybody's just happy, and it's like dessert and wine time.
Yeah.
And we're just like on the porch, and everybody's just like resting, and in just a very thankful spirit. And that's super fun. But then we added in this, it's just us and the girls, and Jack, and I cook all, because our family cooks so much. Like, we love cooking too, but it's like, I want my Aunt Lisa's casserole, I want my nan's dressing, I want your dad's, or dressing. But on that day, we cook it, and we cook only all the things that we love. And we have just our own fancy, I like set the table, ultra fancy, and we have just us thankful dinner. And it's we call it Favorites Thanksgiving. And we only cook and eat our favorite things that are from Thanksgiving food. And we all have to talk about what we're thankful for. I will put you on the spot. And they're not put on the spot anymore. They know it's coming. But if you're new, then you might get it. But like, I think that's probably the holiday that we started with the most of like, make sure and do what you're intentional to do. Because we, at a Tribesgiving one time, I did place settings and did a little speech. And I was like, well, no, I won't do it because like I'm the extra and like I'm going to be emotional. And you were like, no, like say it. Like, are they going to laugh and kind of like, we know it's coming and we know you're going to cry? Yes. But you're like, but they're all going to, like, they love you and want to hear your words. So like, if you're going to say it, do it. And so we did. And one of my favorite songs by the Highwomen, the Highwomen. Is it Highway Women or Highwomen? It's the Highwaymen. I think it's Highway. Anyways, Maren Morse is in it, and it's a little trio of them, but it's a song, and it's called Crowded Table. And that was a part of my speech that I gave was I want a house with a crowded table. And so that same year for Christmas, I had crowded table lyrics made for my house and their house. And the following year, so I guess it would have been last year probably, one of my best friend's daughters had, over the course of the whole year, learned to play crowded table on the piano.
Mm.
And when we had our Thanksgiving, then she played crowded table for me. And so that was really, really sweet.
Yep.
So, but I think it just starts from, that was important for me to do. And luckily I told you, and then it produced a good thing.
Yep.
So I think that's just our biggest holidays, what we were laughingly do the Black Friday shopping.
Yeah,
Go
whatever
get
it is, do it.
Go get it and do it. Do a Hallmark Christmas Sunday. And that can look different.
It's way better than watching those movies of the cheating and
a lot of people do. Everybody puts on their pajamas and then they go get in their car and do Christmas lights. I don't really know. I think some of the reason of why they're all in their pajamas is like they have much younger kids than but we could do this to the girls. Everybody goes to bed and it's like night. You'd have to have an early-ish bedtime. And you're in your pajamas and then the parents go in and surprise them. And you go out like and get in the car and go look at Christmas light and you're still in your pajamas.
Hmm.
Like I think it's more of a littles thing.
Maybe.
But
So
you
the
could do
littles
it.
fall asleep.
Yeah, well, in case they fall asleep, but then it's also like, what are we doing? Like I'm in my pajamas, like you've put me to bed and then like I don't even have to change. So like I think that's a portion of it. Or people just do like a Christmas movie marathon. It's like we're gonna watch all of our favorite Christmas movies.
You sent us a list today.
I did send a list
of all the Christmas movies and what
I think it was like what network they were streaming
what
on.
channel streaming it.
Yeah. We there for a long stint of time did the Rockettes, which your mom's a huge Rockettes fan. And we went and saw them every year, but then also they kind of left and we picked it up and carried it on several years with the Nutcracker.
Yeah.
And we kind of did like a fancy dinner and just carried the girls and watched the Nutcracker. That's fun.
Yeah, I'm good.
Doing a Christmas play. Doing a Christmas play.
That's not a play. That's a ballet.
Christmas lights, though, we did that with a group of friends. That was a great time.
Yeah,
we rented a limo.
Every rule.
We rented a limo. Like we didn't exchange Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. It was a limo, but it was a
well, it's like
van.
the van.
Yeah.
But we didn't exchange Christmas gifts. So we were like, hey, nobody get anybody gifts, and let's do this together. And we rented.
Went and had dinner.
We went and had dinner. It was like super yummy Italian.
A hole in the wall place.
Yeah.
It's not even there
and
anymore.
Then
super sad.
We had a hotel room. We all stayed at the same hotel. Like not, I mean, well, it's a good hotel, but it's not like there was not anything Christmas fancy at the hotel.
It's actually the best hotel.
Yeah.
It's right outside. It's in Brentwood.
Yeah.
It's affordable, and it's
Yeah.
very
It's solid.
it's
And
a
you're
solid
really
hotel.
you're in
every
real
time.
close proximity to a lot of
Everything.
things. But our big thing that we did, the van picked us up at the hotel, and we or maybe it picked us up from the restaurant, but anyways, we did one of the Nashville Christmas, like the fancy neighborhoods, and they drove us, and we saw all the Christmas lights.
Like
But
the
then
Franklin Road in
we
Brentwood.
broke the rules, because, as in, we asked the driver, "Is there anywhere we can Christmas carol?" And he was like, "Well, I don't know. Maybe there might be one." And anyway, then it was a lot. Like, we just Christmas caroled the whole thing. But those people loved it
Yeah.
too, which actually reminds me, we have went Christmas caroling the past couple years.
I hope
on
we
our
don't do it again.
group.
Yeah.
It was great.
Well, we do. We went to down the road, and
Yeah, we Christmas caroled to a couple
That-
people,
yeah, we
and
can
that
do
was
that. That
great
is fun.
because that actually ended up. Her husband passed away the next year, and that was during COVID.
mhm.
And they had not gotten to see their family and experience. And he was like, "That was so good of them. Like,
Yeah.
it's been forever since we've got to experience Christmas
I
carols because
say
of
I don't
COVID
want to
and all
go
that."
Christmas caroling, but all the
And then somebody
it's like,
died.
wow.
My mom would like to go Christmas caroling. She can't.
Mm.
She probably would.
Well,
But Christmas caroling is fun.
take the time, talk
Take
about
the
it,
time, talk about your intentions. I guess this is a nostalgic
and then
holiday
reset at the end of it,
piggyback.
and talk about at the end of it, like
measuring stick. Yeah.
what was your favorite part?
Yeah.
I promise you, it's the time spent.
Yeah. Time
It's
spent
not
together.
the dollar spent.
Um,
Even though the
That-
retail
oh.
therapy does help.
that was something too. I think I've told somebody about this recently. Do you remember the year that we deemed, we were like, we can only spend $100?
Yes.
That was the hardest thing ever. Yep, there's a non-functioning guitar up there on that wall.
Yep.
It functioned at the time.
Shout out. Taylor Lynn played a part in both of our presents.
Yeah, she didn't know she was playing it in what I was getting you,
Yeah.
but it was funny.
But you were wanting to, like, you had, because you're old school country,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm all things country, but I do
Yeah.
really like old school
so
country.
we had a year that we couldn't spend, like, whatever you bought.
It wasn't because we couldn't afford
Yeah.
not to.
But
we
we
chose
just
to.
wanted a challenge. Like,
Yeah.
let's just do something different.
Yeah,
And so we had a $100 limit.
that was so hard.
You could buy one present, or you could buy 20, but you could not spend over $100.
Yeah,
And
it was so
I bought her a
hard.
Loretta Lynn book and sent Taylor a message, and she is the one that got me that, like, I found the book, like, helped me find the book. And then
She signed it for me.
when I opened my I don't even know if she knows this, but when I opened my present,
Yeah, so I had went to the pawn shop to
no,
look.
I thought you went to Bud's.
I went to the pawn
guitar-
shop
oh.
first.
Okay.
Jack went with me because he was like, "You've never been to a pawn shop," and I think
I don't even think-
you need to not
I don't
go
even think
alone.
they knew that we had a pawn shop in our town
So,
at that time.
Yeah, we did. I did know. I
There
just
was
hadn't
two
been
of
in.
them. There was one in Johnsonville, and one here.
Yeah.
But
So I went to where
anyways.
we went. Anyways, they didn't really have anything. They were like, or maybe they had one or two, and they wanted like $200 for that. And I was like, I've only got $100. And they were like, well, sorry.
Yeah.
So then Jack's looking at me because I guess he didn't realize the challenge yet.
looking at her with her designer
He's
purse,
like-
and like, what do you mean you only got $100?
So we leave, and they were like, maybe you should check the music store in Waverly. I think now it's out at Loretta's place
I
now.
don't know. I don't
Bud's
think-
Music,
I
maybe.
don't know if Bud's is even still open out there.
Anyway, he's a super great guy. Anyway, so I go in. We're like, okay, so we'll go check. We go up there. He is super nice, and he was like, what are you looking for? And I was like, well, I'm just looking for like an acoustic guitar, just like a starter thing. I want to do it as a Christmas gift. And I was like, but I'm working on a budget. And he was like, okay, well, he's showing me several, and they're kind of same price, 200, 300. And I was like, well, no, like my budget's like quite a bit under that. And he was like, oh, well, like how much? And I was like, well, like I really can only spend like $100. Like probably I need to keep it like 75, and in case I need anything with it. And he was like, Well, I do have one. Now it's not right. Like it needs to be tuned, and then it could possibly be whatever the thing was that did end up being broke. It wasn't broke bad. It had been kind of fixed, but then like you played it a few times and it did end up breaking. But he was like, but I've restrung it, and like I can get you in it for like $80. And I was like, perfect deal. And he was like, and I'll even throw you in this guitar strap, Taylor Lynn. You know, she's from here. And I was like, yeah, because like I know her like personally. And so Jack is like, why are you pretending to be poor? I was like, I'm not pretending to be poor. He was like, this is the second place we've went and you said you only had $100. And I was like, well, because I do, but it's just because like we're not going to cheat. Like Corey bet me I couldn't not spend more than $100. And I was like,
I think that's where it come from.
That's where it came from. And I was like, so we deemed this year neither of us would spend more than $100 on each other. And he was like, oh my gosh. Like, okay. So anyway, so then he like laughed, and I forget what I got to go along with yours. I got you that. And like, I wrapped the guitar strap separately. Like it was, I forget what I got to go along with that too. I had some luck on that one, whatever it was. I think I come into something free or picked it. I don't know. Anyways, but you did good. You had gotten me the book and my first carbonated water thing. You got me my drink thing. And that was like your $100. So like we both did really good.
And a butter dish.
Yeah, and a butter dish. And then like we've opened all the gifts and Christmas is over.
And you're not supposed to go into that.
Oh, I'm telling on you. And he, Mr. I only spend $100, then shuts the thing and pulls out and says, okay, well now that's just done. This is from everyone that loves you at Oakley House Design. Which Oakley House Design is.
That was a business.
Oakley House Design is you, me,
Jack and the girls.
Our child laborers occasionally.
Yeah, we do child labor here.
And they had bought me.
They don't get paid.
A really, really nice designer purse. And so that was more than $100.
But that wasn't the thing.
But that wasn't the thing.
That was a different.
And that
was the company Christmas party.
That I didn't know we were having.
Well,
anyways,
I promise
Corey,
you, there are things that happen at other companies that people don't know about.
He does phenomenal. But that year that we did the $100 gifts, that was tough. Maybe we might have to try that again.
Do it again this year.
We might have to up it to like 200 or like 150.
Well, it would be even better with inflation and keep it at 100.
No, I think
I could get you like
$1.75.
I could get you like a bag of potatoes and a can of green beans at the grocery store. It'd be $100 every time you go in the grocery store.
I could get you a dozen eggs.
Yep, $100.
Yeah,
I say we do it.
200.
We'll talk about it. Okay. What went well? Let's land this plane.
Let's land it. What went well? You can go first.
This week, I finished school.
That's a good one.
For a short period of time, probably.
That is a good one, though. And that's a lot of not every day was easy or went well. And
a lot of late nights, a lot of typing on airplanes, a lot of hotel room, trying to connect to internet and get things submitted.
That is
sleepless nights. But
that is a good one. What went well for today was I had a dentist appointment today, which sucks real bad. I hate going to the dentist. I had no cavity. Like it went well in and of itself, but like I don't know. I just have like
one of the best hygienists ever.
And I was gonna say the reason that it went well was because of my hygienist. and she is just phenomenal. And she knows that I have anxiety about the dentist, and she knows that my mom was a dental assistant, and like she knows where my dental anxiety comes from. And then I just think she's just a great person. And anyway, she just always, like when I lost my mom and I had to go to the dentist for like the first or second time after that, then she just talked about, she was like, I saw you on my list this morning. And every morning she was like, everybody doesn't know this, but like their staff, they have a great staff.
Yeah.
And she was like, we just pray for, all of our patients, just like have a good day. Like we're not doing anything crazy, but just like have a good day. And she was like, but I saw that you were on my list. And this has been several times ago. But she was like, and so like I just prayed for you because I knew like you were just on my heart for like I know that coming here is hard for you. And so like I just want you to know I prayed for you. And anyway, she's just awesome. And so we have, you just have that relationship with people, even though I only see her like every 6 months, basically. We chit chat some.
We literally live right down we live right down the
very
road from
close
each
to
other.
each other. But she's just a really sweet person. And anyways, like she probably just truly, I know she knows, but she just probably doesn't truly know the full impact of how fabulous it is and how much easier she makes that experience for me, because it is very hard.
Well, she
And
guides the whole family's dental experience, really.
She does, because
she is the approver. If we have
Yeah.
a question, it's like, hey, is this okay?
Is this okay? Yeah. And so she knows. And anyway, she's just such a good person. And so she is my, what went well today was that I had a dentist appointment and it went well. Like, and I like the doctor that's there. Like I like him. We go to East Hills Dental in Dixon.
The doctor was never the issue.
And Dr. Cannon, and he was never like, no, like I like them. It's just,
it wasn't your mom.
Yeah, it wasn't my mom. And, I never had to make any dental decisions. and the dentist is so expensive and it can just be so much. So, but anyways, East Hill, shout out to them. They do a great job. But shout out to Lacey, the dental hygienist, because she is phenomenal. And she is my what went well today. So.
And if we've seen you at East Hills, it's because Lacey approved you.
Yeah, she
not putting her on the spot like that.
No, they've got a lot of good people.
They do.
They've like their front staff is great. Their the doctors there are good. If I've had to have dental work done, like they've got a good back crew. Like all of their people are good. I just have really horrible dental anxiety. And that's probably the one area that I have it in. And then it's just expensive if you go.
I have dental anxiety because I have brittle teeth. And every time I go, I've got a cracked tooth that luckily we have the best dental surgeon in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyways, but it's just another person. And I don't know if she will listen to this or not, but she was my what went well today.
It's awesome.
She's a sweet person. So.
Well, we're not professionals.
We are not professionals.
I mean, I'm a professional at something, but not advising.
Professional talker.
Yep. So if you need help, seek help elsewhere. Call 911 if this is an emergency. And
yeah. Anyways, seek out the professionals. They actually do a good job. That's why they're professionals. And we hope that this helps, even if it is just to make you laugh or take a moment to pause and say, well, maybe I can breach this conversation with my spouse because I can laugh at Corey or Frankie.
Yeah.
And that's what our goal is with this. And I know that we pray that this finds people.
Yep.
We pray over this podcast and that it will help so many more.
It could just be
yeah.
therapy for us too, to talk
Could
it
be.
out sometimes.
Also, like us on all of our medias, and Corey's going to share the link. Evidently, when you share the link, that gets you more listens.
Yeah.
And so
Thanks for everybody that clicked on the link last week.
he's
That come on
going
in there.
to do that. But maybe list in the comments. We usually put a teaser on Instagram and Facebook. Maybe leave us some comments about your favorite Christmas movies, memories, songs.
Yeah.
Holiday, whatever holiday stuff you got. Corey, you will see him soon in his festive Thanksgiving t-shirt because he likes it hot and juicy.
Moist.
That's what you should have wore today.
It's not time.
Maybe next week.
It's not time.
Maybe next week.
I'll be cooking turkeys with hoop, and I will be wearing my shirt.
Hot and moist and juicy.
Moist and juicy.
So, anyways, happy podcast.
Peace.
I thought about you a couple of times. I'm like, wonder what he would sound up sped up in this conversation that he